Hi, I'm Denis Perrault, Mayor for the great city of Swift Current. The theme of our 2019 budget is striving for excellence. As an entire organization, from City Council to senior administration and to our entire staff, we want to strive for excellence for the benefit of each member of our community. So what is excellence? Excellence can be described as having the quality of being extremely good and exceptional. It means greatness, the very best. It is the doing of ordinary things extremely well. Excellence occurs by intention and not by accident. If we were to think of ourselves as athletes, there is no such thing as effective and productive training that is comfortable. If a community is only trying to remain comfortable, others around it will be advancing. For our community to be relevant, we must strive towards excellence. As we make plans for our future, it is also good to see our progression over the course of the last year in areas where we collectively have all excelled. Here is our 2018 Year in Review video.
Swift Current is a relevant, vibrant, and growing city with a population of 18,558, with an increasing multicultural flair. Each year, City Council, administration, and staff work hard to provide excellent customer service, clean and tidy facilities, sound infrastructure, programs, activities, and events for all ages and interests, with public engagement and communication with our citizens a top priority. And what better way to communicate with our residents what we've been doing in and throughout the city, but to provide a shortlisted year in review of items that have contributed to shaping Swift Current for 2018. Much of what we do and what our community is dependent on in our day-to-day lives are elements that may not be glamorous or sensational, but are certainly necessary and vital for a successful community, such as the downtown streetscape rehab, which saw Chaplin Street between Central Avenue and First Avenue Northwest completed with the new downtown paving stone design. In addition to that, new furniture such as garbage receptacles, benches, and tree gates will be installed shortly. In addition to various patching locations around the city that have been completed in 2018, we've also finished 850 meters of full road rehabilitation and 700 meters of curb and sidewalk rehabilitation. The continued system improvement project, which includes burying overhead lines to underground, saw all ductwork and pad locations installed in the lanes between First Avenue Northeast and 2nd Northeast from Chaplin Street to North Railway Street and along North Railway to the RCMP building. Swift Current is in fact a growing city, and with growth comes the need to add and improve our infrastructure, such as the South Hill Pressure Zone, which saw an upgrade that will help ensure stable water pressure for our residents in this part of the city. New housing development has also been added along the west boundary of Saskatchewan Valley. Adams Street has seen sanitary and storm mains completed, with surface work planned to be completed this year. Swift Current is a vibrant community that's seeking to engage its residents by providing the opportunity of discovery of various venues, events, activities, and programs. One such venue, the Innovation Credit Union iPlex, which is used for many community events, continued to see timely upgrades such as new lighting, improved electrical, and a brand new sound system, which will only enhance the experience of its attendees for many occasions and for years to come. In preparation to host the Western Canada Summer Games, the largest event Swift Current has ever held, a new bike track along 11th Avenue Northwest was completed. The tennis courts at Riverside Park were resurfaced, and new beach volleyball courts were finished, which includes a new spectator area. Additionally, a new parking lot was created to accommodate the increase of activity that this park will see due to these new amenities. The Sask Power Kite Festival speaks for itself in that it's been recognized by Tourism Saskatchewan as a marquee event in the province. This designation is well earned, as this year's Kite Festival was attended by 8,500 spectators, with many kite flyers having traveled from faraway places like England, Japan, India, Norway, China, Germany, Colombia, Slovakia, Ukraine, West Africa, Costa Rica, Thailand, Australia, New Zealand, South Korea, as well as 9 states and many of our own provinces. Long Days Night Music Festival, held in conjunction with the Sask Power Kite Festival, was also a hit, with 1,900 concertgoers and 26 artists performing. This weekend could not have been a success without the 284 volunteers that contributed their time and effort to make it happen. Every Saturday, from mid-June through to September, rain or shine, downtown Swift Current is a bustle of activity with live music and delicious smells greeting its goers. As diverse vendors of various ages come to showcase and sell their products, a morning spent at Market Square is always good. Every year, Frontier Days brings in people from all over to make this experience a part of their Canada Day celebrations, with this year being no exception, as over 26,000 people were recorded to be in attendance. The CCA Rodeo was an action-packed, full house this fall, and one can continue over the course of the next couple years to look forward to this remarkable event. It's not just the weekend events that make Swift Current a great place to be, but also the numerous and varied other activities that the city offers over the course of the year that are designed for community and family engagement, learning, and discovery and active play. This summer was exciting as our Parks Play program had a total of 1,336 participants over the course of the warmer months, with our Families in the Park seeing 512 attendees. Another notable happening was the unveiling of the completed Pillars of History in the Frank Rempel Centennial Plaza, which honor every decade of Swift Current being a city. The artwork is a beautiful tribute to what has influenced the shaping of the community we all live in today. And if you're looking for more historical information about Swift Current and its place in southwest Saskatchewan, you can join the 5,312 patrons who have already visited the museum this year. Swift Current's art gallery has also been very busy, with presenting 691 works of art, with the main gallery showing pieces by professional Swift Current artists, as well as artists from around Saskatchewan and other places in Canada. Right now is an exciting time in Swift Current. As the city is moving forward, Swift Current continually sees many new businesses open or expand, and we've seen new residential dwellings be constructed throughout the city. So far, in 2018, Swift Current has already welcomed in excess of 140 new businesses and a new industrial park, which will soon have service land available for sale. Swift Current is also making every effort to be a safe and caring community, which can't happen without purpose and intent. This focused endeavor has resulted in our current firefighters being the only department in Saskatchewan to have 100% participation in fireground survival training. Furthermore, continual training, which covered various scenarios, situations, and location, shows commitment to the nature of the firefighter position, but also an incredible devotion to being ready and equipped to be of help and service to our public. Further dedication to taking care of our children and youth comes with our endless determination regarding the progress of our Safe Places program, which has seen 365 new certifications so far this year, with many more predicted by the end of 2018. Safe Places also adopted their program to include Respect in School training as a component of Safe Places for this area. The Chinook School Division came on board and announced their partnership with Safe Places to roll the program out to the education sector. It's been a productive year for Safe Places as they continue to spread their message of preventative care to communities near and far. Like Safe Places, a caring community sees beyond its borders, and it also means reaching out and being a support where needed and doing what we can to be a champion and an encourager. Our vision is not to just simply exist, but to be a community that aspires to shine bright in southwest Saskatchewan as an economically and societally relevant living hub, where Swift Current is the choice destination because we make meaningful and proactive decisions that have a long-term sustainable impact on Swift Current's prosperity, which in turn allows our residents the opportunity to thrive in their everyday.
In 2019, we will continue with our commitment to serving the people of our community in the best way possible. We are dedicated in providing excellent customer service and safety to the members of our public. For our 2019 operating budget, we will see a revenue increase of $500,000 due to the province reinstating the Sask Energy Utility Access Fee. With our commitment to ensuring our residents a safe and caring community, we have added 2 members at the RCMP detachment as a planning and proactive measure for our growing population. Additionally, we have witnessed such huge success time and time again with events that have been hosted in our community, as well as having added city facilities. It is only reasonable to increase by 2 employee positions, which include a partnership and events coordinator and a Colonel Clifton Center and Dixon Community Center attendant. Truly, grow swift. What this all means for our operating budget is an increase of 1.3%. We will now advance to our 2019 capital budget. For 2019, we are striving to communicate more effectively our budget items and have done so by grouping them into a community-focused method. This method places our budget items into 5 components, which are corporate. This represents the Mayor and Council, the Chief Administrative Office, Shared Services, and the Chief Financial Officer's Office. Utility services, with relevance to items such as water and wastewater, power, waste collection, and recycling. Community. This means items that are societal in nature and which fall under the categories of protective services, recreation and parks, and culture. Connectivity, referring to items such as roads and sidewalks and what takes us from place to place, such as transit and our airport. And the last component, growth, which is community planning and land development. Spending the capital budget. As you can see with the graphic represented before us, growth is the largest component, representing over 46% of our capital spend. With balanced expenditure in relation to need amongst the other components, with planning and strategy, growing Swift Current in a smart manner will strengthen local businesses and create vibrant neighborhoods in which we are all benefactors. The following are projects featured in our corporate component of our budget. This year, we will have 2 notable additions to our fleet. The first being a mini excavator, which is a small, zero-turn excavator that will be better suited for projects such as catch basin replacement, deep utilities, water valve rehab, and work in restricted areas. The second addition is the smooth drum roller. This unit will be used for the compaction of road repairs for both gravel and asphalt roads. In our fast-paced digital age, what better way to communicate to our public than an outdoor electric billboard on the east-facing wall of City Hall, where over 9,000 traffic vehicles pass by each day. This billboard will be instrumental in promoting city events such as the daily happenings of the 2019 Western Canada Summer Games, as well as programs, meetings, workshops, and open houses. This project is part of our strategy to further engage our public. Moving on to our utility service component. The city will continue with our light and power system improvement project, which will see further downtown overhead power lines converted to underground lines. The South Hill pressure zone with the installation of check valves to hold and increase pressure in the northeast zone, as well as the installation of pressure reducing valves to ensure consistent pressure in the new zone. For east landfill composting, engineering and site upgrades are required to implement a composting program for yard waste collection. Progressing to the community component. Fairview West Arena lighting will see an upgrade to LED lights, which will reduce monthly costs and enhance spectator viewing. The Kinetic Park Grandstand will be refurbished in 2019 by being re-sided with 26-gauge steel, in addition to the restaining of seats and flooring. Ford Field is going to be converted from a Pee Wee Diamond to a Bantam Diamond, which will allow for Swift Current to have the opportunity to host provincial and Western Canadian championships. Just as a quick side note, although approved in the 2018 budget, the work to complete the clubhouse at Mitchell Field will take place in 2019. This is a much anticipated, requested, and needed venue to properly accommodate the players and fans alike. By the digitization of 289 cassettes from the former CJFB TV station, we will be able to maintain this historically relevant local content. Here's a minor sampling of one small nugget of history taken in the early 1990s.
Here come our racers, tied with 13.
The Swift Current Airport holds some unique World War II history, as it was the location of the British Commonwealth Airport Training Plan. Some special artifacts have been discovered at the airport, and in the last standing hangar from this era, a satellite museum is to be designed to showcase this amazing piece of Swift Current history. Not all items that are listed need to be big-ticket items for them to have meaningful impact on the residents of our community, such as the purchase of the positive pressure ventilation fan in 2019, which is a battery-powered fan that is a safe solution for clearing toxic smoke out of buildings involved in a fire. As a positive for our furry friends, the City Pound will receive a roof repair to prevent leaking and to deal with insulation and ventilation issues. Rolling on to our connectivity component. In 2019, we'll continue with all of our ongoing asphalt and concrete rehabilitation projects. The 2nd Avenue overpass stairs is a project that will see us remove and replace the staircases and railings before they become a safety issue. Another big downtown intersection improvement is scheduled for the intersections at Chaplin Street West and 1st Avenue Northwest. This is a multi-infrastructure upgrade, which includes the replacement of obsolete traffic signals, aging water and wastewater, deep underground infrastructure, and asphalt. The Northeast Parkway development will move forward with the design of continued expansion of the Chinook Parkway in the northeast area of the community. The design is for the section identified on this map, from Regier Honda, then continues under Memorial Drive and to the southeast corner of Memory Gardens. As a designated heritage site, the CPR Weir, which was built in 1864, will have work done to rehabilitate it for the 2nd time in its history. This restoration work will return the weir to its original appearance and functionality. Salvaged wood from the weir will be refurbished for continued use, and where needed, new timber from Alaska will be added, which is the same as when it was originally built. This rehabilitation will last an expected 65 to 70 years. For continued long-term compliance and preservation of all of our airport certification, which is an essential component for a growing city as it prepares us for future capital and operating budgets, the airport's master plan will be updated. Lastly, we have our growth component. The purpose of the Northeast Infrastructure Expansion Project is to develop a water line to the northeast area of the city that will add capacity to accommodate future growth. Project is timing dependent on city growth and is budgeted in 2019 so that it can move ahead immediately when needed. Additional city growth accommodation will also take place with the Omen School site redevelopment. This project will see the development of the former school site into a mix of residential and green space. As a forward-thinking strategy for the Recreation Parks and Culture Plan, which is for one concept plan to be created for one park per year, public consultation is a major focus of this project, with the intention to engage all age demographics so that our parks remain a significant part of our everyday activities. Centennial Market District is part of our downtown revitalization efforts. Phased construction of Centennial Market District will enhance the downtown core for future events and provide a permanent home for Market Square. In 2019, the project will move forward into the final design of the market, which will include a canopy. In addition to the design completion, we will be replacing some of the asphalt with the new downtown brick pattern. To bring these items plus numerous more to realization, the 2019 capital budget will be a 1.6% increase. Now collectively, what does this all mean for our ratepayers? For the average Swift Current home assessed at $280,000, the total 2.9% tax increase would result in an additional $49 for 2019, or $4.07 per month. As your council and administration, we have listened to our community members and their desire to have more events and life experiences here at home. We have done our very best to accommodate what we've been asked for. We have proven in the past that we are more than capable of hosting, alongside our partners and the many volunteers, world-class events, and 2019 will be no exception. So let's take a quick look ahead into next year and discover the lineup of amazing events that are scheduled to happen right here in Swift Current. From February 6th to the 9th, we'll be hosting Scotiabank Hockey Day in Canada. These days will be filled with activity and excitement, with Don Cherry and Ron McLean, along with the Stanley Cup making an appearance.
Hey, Ron, we're going to Swift Current for Hockey Day, and I can hardly wait.
Yeah, it's going to be great. February the 9th, Scotiabank Hockey Day in Canada. Don, obviously, you and I have been to Swift Current. You were there in '86, which is unbelievable. You went out in support back when we lost the 4 beautiful Broncos. And Sheldon Kennedy's going to be there. Good. The most amazing thing, Don, when we were at Royal University Hospital in Saskatchewan, Saskatoon, we found out that Bob Harriman was the first responder in '86, RCMP officer.
Yeah.
And his daughter was in charge of triage when we had the horror in Humboldt. So there's an amazing community. We'll have great guests. Lonnie McDonald, Darcy Tucker always come by. We have a great musical festival during the week. And the thread of our show this time is courage. So it's right up your alley. Swift Current, February 9th.
Tickets can be purchased at City Hall, at our administration desk, or at PharmaSave. And for events of the Broncos versus the Saskatoon Blades and alumni and NHL celebrity games, please head over to our Swift Current Broncos stable where you can purchase your tickets. And if anyone is interested in being a bit closer to the action, why don't you come on out and volunteer alongside us? As with every Frontier Days happening that have taken shape within our city, this coming year will surely be a hit, as we are in the works of creating a special experience for the whole family to enjoy. Friends, Romans, and countrymen, lend me your ears. Act by act and scene by scene, Swift Current will come alive in true Shakespearean form with the Great Southwest Shakespeare Festival, to be staged at the Riverside Park. Watch for the announcements of the dates for this experience. The 2019 Western Canada Summer Games will be hosted August the 9th to the 18th. It will have over 1,750 athletes and coaches representing Saskatchewan, Manitoba, Alberta, Nunavut, Northwest Territories, and the Yukon, all participating in 16 different sports. Swift Current will be a host to all of these events, alongside with Lac Pelche, Wymark, Sask Landing, and Hazelet. This event includes a 3-community torch relay and a major cultural festival program. Preparing and hosting the 2019 Western Canada Summer Games will be a test of endurance for our community and will need the willing participation of over 2,000 volunteers, as there will be an expected 12,000 visitors to our community and over $2 million in economic spin-off. October 2019, the City of Swift Current will be hosting the CCA Finals Rodeo for our 4th time. You'll be sure to enjoy the skill of the competitors against top quality animals in a powerful display of grit and fearlessness. Then finally, Swift Current is working together with the community of Medicine Hat for the opportunity to co-host the 2019 World Under-17 Hockey Challenge from October the 31st to November the 10th, where we'll see participating teams from around the world skate our rinks and take in all of our local flair. To be a city that remains relevant, we must strive for excellence. And to be excellent, we must believe in our vision and objectives, stay disciplined and focused while moving forward, and be in constant communication with our community partners and our citizens. We are determined, committed, and optimistic in being able to provide for our residents the excellence that is in us to give. Striving for excellence will move us forward and motivate us to do our very best for the citizens of Swift Current. Let's grow Swift together.